up because it's been a while. Did that set us? Yeah, okay, cool. Guys, we're back. Thank you for everyone's patience. So first and foremost, mental health, very important. So for anyone that has been here for longer than this current bout of streaming, there's a timeline of me streaming. The music's not too loud, is it? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me over the music. Kind of getting back into streaming, so I gotta remember how everything works. But to make sure that we're moving quickly through stuff, just over the last like 6-7 years that I've streamed on and off on Twitch for different reasons, like variety streaming and trying to do it as an actual profession and doing it for fun, I've always gotten to points where I unintentionally take it like a little too hard and burn myself out. So I'm learning a little bit more like self-care and self-compassion to make sure that this stays fun, because like now that we're building games, like, you know, I'm doing this as fun. Like I have the job, I have an amazing girlfriend, like, you know, I have all the money and finances and means, so like making sure that this stays fun is like really important, because otherwise we just crash out really hard and that's not fun. Hey kitty. It is, it's me, I'm here. Hi kitty. So with all of that being said, just talking about like mental health is really important. I thought of a couple things to just kind of like keep things really fun and easy for both of us. So first, new schedule. So the new schedule is actually, where's my water bottle? There it is, thank you, turtle. So the new schedule has been posted to the Discord. It is now just Saturdays and Sundays, and it's the same time that it has been. So the concept is that Thursdays and Fridays, I'll probably go to the gym to work on myself and take care of myself, and then Saturday and Sundays on the weekends, I'll do my like little hour-and-a-half stream that I do from like boot about 8:15, get through ads, go till like 9:15, 9:30-ish, you know, you guys get the idea. So this is literally just getting bumped. So we were doing like 4 days a week. That was a little too much. 1 day a week makes me sad. So this is like a middle ground. So we're going to just do Saturdays and Sundays moving forward, and we're going to see how that goes. And if I feel like throwing an extra day in there, I might start just like spontaneously streaming, but like the big days will be Saturday, Sunday. As far as this new stream format, all this basically means is that you guys... So one of the biggest things that gave me anxiety when like you guys would see the notifications in Discord that's like, I'm streaming and I'm live and I'm ready, and then like half an hour later I'd be like, I'm just kidding, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm tired. It's because I didn't have any content for you guys. So as far as the stream format goes, I really want to look into playing indie games, because it's like, to create a game, you have to play games. So there's a part of me that, is this just repeating? We just listened to this. Get out of here. Do another song. There we go. So the whole idea is that if we have content to work on, hey Angel, glad to have you. So with the new format, it'll basically be, if I have things to work on and we have stuff that we can work on tonight. I actually got, for anyone who is here and listening, for Call of the Chromatic, our choose your own adventure game, I got 25 endings figured out for one branch. Like, you guys won't be able to see it, but like, I did a shit ton of work, and this is literally like 13 pages of stuff that I did. Like, I just like figured out all the endings, figured out all the work. I know you guys can't see shit. I'm being like a kindergartner with show and tell. That's like, look, Dad, look, I got it. Yeah. And again, like, it's not super long. It's like you can reach any of those endings in like 3 or 4 choices, but I had fun branching it out. Like, I kind of started going, Scope Creep took over a little bit, and I was like, oh, whoops, but like, it's fun, and I'm excited. And the thing is, the mechanical coding, because you guys have seen the game, the code at its like mechanical level is done. Now it's just me formatting the story and plugging it into the code, and then releasing it as an alpha for you guys to play. Then you guys can come back to me and basically be like, hey, this rocks, but this would make it better, or this sucks, or hey, I chose this ending and my game crashed, what the hell is going on? You know, there's going to be a lot of different things we're going to work on. So, for the stream format, on nights that I have stuff to work on, you guys are just going to come in here and just like pick on me and watch whatever I'm working on. It's mostly going to be a bunch of art, because I don't want to spoil the endings for Call of the Chromatic, but there'll be nights where I am doing coding, and I will mark it as a spoiler, both in the Discord on the notifications and here in the Twitch channel, so that people who don't want to be spoiled can like pop in and be like, hi, I love you, but I don't want to be spoiled, bye, I'm leaving. And then on the nights I don't have content, I would like to start playing little indie games, because to make indie games, you play games, and then you learn more about making indie games. So we'll either work on games, and if we don't have something to work on, whether it's a writer's block or whatever, this is also really big for community continuity. I feel that this is really important to me because I really like staying in contact with you guys. I like it when the chat is more active. I like it when there is momentum. Like, because if I disappear for 2-3 months at a time, it is not unfair for people to move on with their lives and think that, you know, I might have burned out or that the game might not get finished. Like, that's fine. But if I am having fun playing the game and just being like, hey guys, we're just taking like a break for a few weeks and I'm gonna play, you know, Tunic, I'm gonna play Hollow Knight, I'm gonna play this other stuff on stream, because while we play those games, we can realize what we do like about those games and what we hate about those games, and be like, okay, we want our game to be like this. Like, we want our game to be like Hollow Knight, but we don't want our game to be like, you get the idea. So, if you guys have suggestions, please DM them to me, please. Like, this is not me asking. You guys have already donated a ton of money, so I have a budget that I can use for this kind of stuff, but it's like, if you have a friend that is like as small as me, if not smaller, or like some that's maybe a little bit bigger than me that has, you know, like 15-20 viewers and they're coding a game and they have a demo for a game, bring me demos. If there's like cheap little $5-10 indie games that you guys would like to see me play on stream, like, feel free to donate those games, you know, if that's something that you have kicking around. Like, if you've got Steam keys or whatever, or you're connected. Yeah, Guard Break. Yes, you already met. I made sure I put Guard Break on a pinned list. So, but yeah, so this is, you guys have already done so much. This is not being like, guys, give me more games and I want more, streamer want more things. This is just like a, if you want me to play certain things, this is an opportunity to give your friends exposure, give yourself exposure, things to that effect. So, oh, Brittany's asking me what was for dinner. Why did they turn off your notifications? I had breakfast burritos. Well, I accidentally typed burritos, but so that's just gonna be how for stream goes from now. Is when we are riding that high, we're gonna make games and we're gonna kick ass and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about the games and you guys are gonna talk to me about talking about the games. And then when we don't feel like doing that, we're gonna play indie games so we can get better about studying games, so we can understand what we do and don't like about games. So, that being said, let's talk about progress on the games. These two, unfortunately, are still very much conceptual. I haven't started working on them yet, but Empowered is doing well. I do think that at some point this week, now that I'm not feeling burnt out, I think I am going to go back in and I'm going to try to make some more voice lines for it, but I'm having my first game developer problem, which is that the code that I uploaded to the itch.io website is not the same as the code from the last saved version of my game, so I might actually have to redo the code for the game. So this is something I do want to do, but I am not sure if it is going to take a lot of time. Yeah, so Kitty, basically what I'm saying is, I don't know, it's like how it happens is negligence, to be completely honest. Like, negligence on the creator's part, which is mine in this case. So basically what probably happened is I uploaded some type of version of the project to the website and then might have overwritten an older version because I wasn't using GitHub to properly produce branches of my game. I was like saving it to a USB drive and then pushing it. So it might be on one of 3 USB drives and I just screwed up, but this is game developers first big boo. So we're gonna make sure that we learn that while we're doing Call of the Chromatic. So for as far as Call of the Chromatic goes, so the idea, I'll draw it like over here, is like you start here in the first little part and there's like 3 major branches of where you can go explore. So there's like, you can go explore, you know, the forest, or you can go explore a remnant battlefield from a war, or you can, as the community voted on, because we reached the $100 donation limit, you can go back home, and like that's super fun. So these two are not ready yet, but this is the one that has the 25 branches. You are so cute. I love you so much. I don't know why wait, why do you want to go home? Oh, that's right. That I always forget, like, you always like tune into my stream when you're like out being cool and awesome and having a life with your friends. You're so cool, kitty. I too wish to someday touch grass. But so this is the thing that I'm gonna finish coding, is just this, like, this green route of all the different branches. Oh, you are indeed home. Wait, why do you want to go home then if you're already home? The chat can see when you say it. I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta remember how to do all this stuff. Oh, the game! Oh, you want to go home. Got it. My bad. Right. Right, my bad, kitty. Brittany, I think, feels bad that her DMs are showing up on stream, but I don't mind. You guys know it's my girlfriend, so. So this is kind of everything I just wanted to go over for you guys. So, Jump Journey. Jump Journey is going to be the next game. This is our platformer. So the thing is, like, this is kind of the general flow of things. Oh, my camera covers the messages? Oh, that's hilarious. All according to plan. Yeah, so yeah, plan right now is fix Empowered, and then do Call the Chromatic. I could realistically have an alpha up next week. I don't want to put an exact timeline on it, but when it is ready, there will be tags that'll be free to play. As a reminder to everybody, this game is going to be completely free to play, like Call of the Chromatic is. And Call of the Chromatic is going to be our first Steam release, and it's going to release like hot dog doo-doo, and that's intentional because I want to learn about the process. Jump Journey, everyone does a platformer. That's generally everyone's first game when they're using Game Maker as a platformer. So it'll be fun to finish up Empowered. It'll be fun to publish Call of the Chromatic, and then I'm also going to create Jump Journey. And again, Jump Journey I'll probably add a couple complex systems in there, like a life system, but I'll probably still keep it close to like 10 levels. You know, just a very encapsulated, like a title screen with some music. You click start, there might be options. Maybe I'll learn how to do like a very like cheapo sound effect music. Hi, baby, how are you? I definitely wasn't just messaging you, and your messages. Everyone did let me know though, baby, that because of where my camera is, no one could actually see the messages. So all those totally inappropriate things. She was literally not saying anything inappropriate, chat. She just asked me what was for dinner, and then she was just like, "I love you." So that is kind of where I'm at. Fix Empowered, publish the first branch, because the thing is, if the first branch goes well, I might honestly publish it as an alpha with just the first branch, and then literally like every couple weeks to a month, just add another branch, because like maybe eventually, like not trying to scope creep too hard, but maybe if the game does well enough, like if I get good positive reviews and people like it, maybe we'll make it that you eventually can go to all the other areas. Like maybe you can go to the Sapphire Sanctum, and maybe you can go to Ochre's Valley, and maybe you can go to the Scarlet Spire, you know. No! Brittany, no. Don't make me ban you. I don't want to have to ban my own girlfriend in my chat. Stop. But yeah, this is kind of the fun pipe dream here, is like start with one branch and then maybe eventually add all these other crazy branches and have it be like a cool, fully fleshed out game I spent like 4 or 5 months on that is still very simplistic in nature, but people are like, wow, that's really cool. Because even if Prison Break never got made, or Prison Break like crashed and burned, like this feels like everything I've been doing, where it's like I'm taking all these notes at work, and I've got like a pocketbook in my back pocket where I'm taking notes, and like I'm figuring all this stuff out with my community and trying to like, you know, put my name out there. It feels like game development, and it's like that's fulfilling that part of me that really wanted to do this, you know, since I was a young kid. So I want to go to Bingus Cave, make that a location. Hold on. Grabbing community feedback book. Community asking for, hold on. Oh, I have a lot of feedback here. Okay, hold on. All the chromatic feedback. In capital letters with blue ink. Need Bingus Cave? Question mark? Got it. Bingus Cave. Make it happen. Alright. So what we're actually working on today. File, new. What was I... Okay, so... Hold on. I gotta open up a file first. I gotta figure out my reference. Your only feedback, thank you. I'm actually really excited. By the way, Gamer, thank you very much. I have not had a chance to tell you directly because I didn't realize it was you when you did the donation. And then, like, because I thought it just said Naruto, and I was like, who the hell is this? And then, like, I did enough digging, and it, like, showed up on my PayPal. I really appreciate it, man. Like, I'm really excited to put this on Steam. I'm really excited to just, like, mess around with it and have a lot of fun. So... I don't think this is all my... Uh-oh. Hold on. We might have to swap USB drives. If I swap USB drives, the layout... Let me know if the layout of my stream gets weird at all, because it might. So eject this. Currently... Oh, dang it. It's not gonna let me do it. Oh, damn, you found out. I was hoping to keep it secret, but... No, it was only because PayPal was like, whoa, and like it fucking like DDoSed your entire name and stuff, because I really didn't know it was you, because I just saw like the Naruto and shit, so... And it really made my day, man. Like, because I was still dealing with bad burnout. I'm still kind of climbing out of it a little bit, but it really, really helped me. Like, thank you so much, man. You're a good one. Now, how tall do I need this to be again? Hello there. I think I need it. Oh, no, okay. This might work. So, basically what we're doing tonight... Dude, seriously, I know, man. Like, what the hell? Okay, so this should theoretically work for what I want to do, so... So the idea... Oh, I did not pick a color. Yeah, I did. Why did it lose its mind then? Free. Oh, because the layer is turned off. There we go. My bad. It's just, I'm like... My girlfriend and I have been talking about this a lot. I am so terrible about accepting, like, when people are just like, you're so cool and you're awesome and stuff. Like, it makes me, like, crazy, like, egregiously ick. Where I'm just like, nah, I'm not really that great. I'm not sure if I deserve that. So it's just, like, having a community of people who are just like, but you're the fucking coolest ever. Like, it's really soul-touching. Like, it's so cool having such a awesome, dedicated group of people who are just like, you can do anything you believe in. And I'm just like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. But it's nice. Like, it's gonna help me climb the heights and make some really fucking cool video games, so I'm excited about that. Hey, Derp's here! Oh my god. Dude, I try. I've been so burnt out lately, though. You can ask, like, Mrs. Prism. I have just been, like, I don't know, just, like, not mean, but I'm just, like, nothing just has felt, like, really good lately, so. How did I do it on that other one? Hold on, I'm gonna pause the music for a second. Just because I don't want to, like, give you guys, like, an aneurysm. No. Whoa, Mean Electric. Mean Electric goes hard. Sheesh. No, and I still appreciate it. Like, it's so cool having, like, this is why I like having this, like, I've talked with my friends about this, is that if I make Prison Break, not if I make Prison, when I make Prison Break, I just hope it's fun for the 20, 30 people that I have with me. And, like, if it's the best game ever and we only fail because of marketing, I could give a shit less. Like, I just want to make something that feels good to play because I'm making something for me. It's a passion project, you know? And I actually just finished watching this really sick video. Basically, I just came here to zoom in and look at the color to see if I was, like, doing it right. That looks correct. Okay, music can go back on. I thought I was going to have to start the game up to look at stuff, but I did not have to. Yeah, because literally all I'm doing is trying to shade the entire alphabet right now. Just so that I have a point of reference. So I will actually pull this to the second monitor. There we go. If only I knew... Hey, Derp, quiet down. I'm over here being depressed about the fact that I don't know anyone who does marketing for a living. If only I knew someone. If only. And honestly, Derp, you were really helpful. Remember when we were trying to do the Halloween setup? Because you had recommended... you were like, hey, let's try out, like, a Resident Evil game. and the Resident Evil game was like supposed to do well, like statistically, everything you looked up from the game, it did like super well, and it ended up like flopping for some reason, and you and I, like, we were dumbfounded because you were like, dude, the data. And I was like, dude, I'm not mad at you, like, the data doesn't lie. Yeah, dude, that bummed me out. A lot of data. Dude, I'm down. Let's go. Is that how I did it? Oh, I didn't even do the shading on the seed. What the? I gotta do better. The title feels like you should fill the game with Lovecraft references. Maybe. Oh, that's so irritating though. Like, you try to track the data so that it like has a compounding point where you're like, this is how it should work, and then it doesn't work like that, and you're like, huh, well, that's unfortunate. Is that too high on the shading? I think it's too high on the shading. We'll pull it down one. Like that. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Yeah, so this might seem very anticlimactic for tonight, but this is literally all I had planned on working on for tonight. Basically, so 25 endings, right? So the whole idea is, okay, I will actually pause the music now real quick. Because we're gonna load up, where did I put it? I'll load the game up real quick. So if anyone hasn't seen the game, this is actually your sneak peek to Call of the Chromatic. Here we go. Oh. I mean, it could be worse, but it still sucks losing $10. But basically, so when you like go through these different options, so first I have all these cute little chirps, like when you highlight a thing, it like darkens it a little bit. And then you like click them and it's like that little... But we're just gonna skip through this real quick so we can be like, there we go. So basically right here, where it's like, this quest comes to a close, you've succeeded. Oh yeah, Kitty, have you not seen this? Yeah, thanks, man. No, like... And all the music was made by Neo Thunder. Oh, here, actually, I'll restart so that we can get a loss so you guys can hear the... there we go. Boop. Yeah, no, Neo did a fantastic job with the music for this game. Yeah, I'm still low-key fucking with the resolution because I gotta figure out how it can take up your entire screen. Like, there are games that didn't do that did fine, like Princess Remedy in A World of Hurt is a game you guys will hear me talk about a billion times. But it's such a cute little indie game that you can beat in an hour, but literally the resolution is like 400 by 200. It's just super small in the middle of your screen and you cannot expand it. Like, the developer was like, nope, this is all I'm doing. Yeah. I love Princess Remedy in A World of Hurt. The game's so goddamn good. Okay, put the music back on. So yeah, we are gonna just resume this, and I might touch it up later, or if like you guys can feel free to tell me like if the shading looks off on any of the letters while I'm working on it. Let me know because I'd be happy to fix it. It's one thing I absolutely love about streaming with the community is when they're like because you guys are never mean about it because they're like, hey, the lighting and the shading could probably look a little bit better here or there. And then I take in what you guys say, and then stuff ends up looking way better. And that's the power of having a community that will give you honest but kind feedback. There we go. Yeah, this is looking okay so far. Baby, you doing okay at work? Just want to make sure that you're doing okay with your back. Maybe I'll do a little light right there. I don't know, it feels like it's trying to pull on it a little bit too much. Because it should be like the C, right? So it moves around. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I feel like that pulls... I don't know. It's been good, just done working with the public. Plomp, plomp. I'm sorry, honey. Oh yeah, I had one guy get mad at me at work, baby. So one of my coworkers had just told me how fast I was, and so I was like, yeah! And so I was zipping around a corner really quickly, and I didn't even hit the guest or anything. They were trying to like I was coming down the center aisle, and they were trying to come out of their aisle really quickly, and they decided to get mad at me instead of taking accountability for them being fast. And I was like, I mean, we were both fast. He's like, yeah, well, you work here, and you should do better. And I was like, okay. Like, maybe we just chill out a little bit, buddy. It's okay. We're both here just trying to... Sprite. Canvas size. So we'll mash these up. We'll triple the height. 4, so there's 8, so I, J, K, F, N, O, E. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. 3 fast 5 me, hashtag family. Straight chilling. Nah, I don't know, I really do like working at the grocery store, and I plan on working there, like, probably, honestly, for the rest of my life. Like, that's how good the care they take of me. But there are some people there that straight up just need to be, like, fucking just hit really hard, because there are some people that, like, just don't understand how the public work, and they just, like, want to scream at us for no reason, and it's like, dude, relax. Like, it is a can of Coke, or whatever it is, you know, but people just lose their minds over just the smallest of shit, and it's like, take a deep breath. You're gonna be just fine. And they're like, I need to see your manager. And I'm like, okay. I don't like that. Catch you on the flip. You know it's my bedtime. I do know it's your bedtime. I was actually very excited to see you. Thanks for popping in, Derp. Get some sleep. We'll have some more updates about the game soon. I'm excited for you guys all to be able to play it. Better like that. Yeah. Makes the letters pop a little bit better. Yeah, no, Dirk, you're amazing, dude. And I am excited for this. This is gonna be so fun. Like, I really hope that you guys have fun with this game, and I really, really want all of you guys to like not hold back with your criticism. This is gonna be my first game on Steam. People are going to be like, you think that you might be being a little bit too mean. There are people on the internet that don't know me that are going to be meaner for no reason. And, like, you guys don't have to rush to my defense. Like, I'll be okay. Like, the criticism will be good, honestly. It'll teach me, like, what people do and don't want for the game. We'll be like, okay, got it. They really didn't enjoy this, and they prefer more of this. It does kind of look like the light's just coming straight at it, and everything else looks like the light's been at an angle, so maybe... No, it was cool though. These last few days, I just threw myself into an absolute just like frenzy, and I was just mashing out endings left and right, and like there was points where like I started getting kind of stuck. I was like, I wonder how I should do this, and then my brain just like very loudly was like, this is how this ending should end, and the player should die in this way, or the player should be saved. And like I was like, I couldn't keep up half the time. I was just desperately writing stuff down. I was like, oh god, PURSTUVWX.
Hi, it's Meryl from Toon Yards.
I think that is the wrong
song,
color.
How Big Is the Rainbow?
And I forgot to do this on Spotify, so we have ads. I gotta remember, there was so much. Oh. Take the thing, we'll turn that off, and we'll grab this color, and we'll change them. There we go. Light bulb. Oh, whoops. Wrong tool. There we go. One thing I am excited. Oh, that's something else we should talk about, chat. I'm gonna be goofing around with FL Studio. Probably not this week. Probably sometime in July. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it until I'm more comfortable. Go. No, you're fine. I know you gotta go do your job, baby. I get to see you when you get home in like. I'm sorry. You'll be home in 4 hours, and I'm sorry that that is so goddamn far away. I love you, baby. Have a good night. You're amazing. I love you too. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, she's my biggest fan. I know it's too far, trust me. No, you think I want to wait that long? Absolutely not. I'm trying to remember, how did I do? I think I did like a little bit of light. Maybe just right after the text. Yeah, that looks alright. I'm so glad that I'm back to doing this. I really appreciate it. How have you been anyways? Like, I was so happy to like see your name start showing up in the community again, like, because we know that I've like started and stopped stream a billion times, but thanks to my current girlfriend. I'm sorry. Oh, she's so funny. I love her. That's funny. We'll do it like that. Oh, so, sorry, I got distracted by that girlfriend. It's so cool having so much of the community back. Like, and then with Brittany, like, helping me, like, really figure out my mental health stuff this time so that I'm not just, like, starting and stopping. Like, I know it started looking like I was, like, not gonna come back, but it felt so good, like, actually coming back to streaming, like, after a burnout episode and being like, oh yeah, bitches, watch out. I'm here. I might fix the X. Pretty tired lately, just working a lot. Went hiking around Deception Pass. It was a great day. No, I know. I hate taking the bigger breaks because then there's, in my head, like, at work, like, every job I've ever had, I'm like a psychotic level worker where I just, like, I can show up, I knock everything out, everyone, like, relies on me, like, I'm the go-to guy, and it feels really good, right? Just being like, oh yeah, like, I show up, I kick ass, and, like, I always get, like, offered promotions, and, like, I always get good hours, and, like, my coworkers are always happy to see me. And so there's a part of my brain, and I don't think it's necessarily healthy, but there's a part of my brain that goes, look how hard you work. Now, if you can take something you're actually passionate about, because, like, don't get me wrong, I love my job, and I love my managers, and they love my work. I'm not passionate about groceries. No one's well, maybe there's people that are passionate about groceries. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But, like, I am not passionate about groceries. Like, there are other things I'm passionate about. And so there's a part of my brain that's like, if you can work so hard, you should be able to go home and take that passion that you have at work and pour it into something you really want to make. So when I start slipping and falling on, like, a dream or a goal that I have, I get really upset. I'm like, no, that's not fair. Like, I should be able to make this work. Why is this not working? I wonder, does my... It does. Delightful. Look how cute that guy is. I just want to code one of these in case I need it. Here we go. Like that. Here we go. A similar vote. I end up doing a lot of things I've never... Yes! That's literally me, and that's my point right there, is that's what makes me super angry, is like, when I can go to work and I can kick ass and be everyone's best friend and make a shit ton of money and, like, lock in the hours, and then I come home and I don't have the ability to not give as much at work. So then when I come home and it's like, I want to work on art and I want to make, you know, cover art for my YouTube channel. And, like, for anyone who is watching my YouTube channel, I know that it just fucking fell flat in the mud. One day I'm going to start picking back up on that too, just to, like, ride the algorithm, give you guys more content. That's how we got our boy Turtle in here. So, like, all the good shit. But, like, there's a part of me that just gets so frustrated coming home and, like, not having energy to work on the thing I want to be passionate about, because it's like, we pay our bills, and, like, we all know we're all just going through that dive of, like, we go to work and we have our partner and we have our own needs and we have all these financial needs where, like, you only have a little chunk of the planet left at the end of the day. And when I build a video game, I don't feel like I'm restricted to that little part of the planet anymore. I'm like, what if I can reach across the internet and, like, build this cool game where I can make new friends and connect people and, like, you know, build this amazing community that, like, even if the game doesn't do well, maybe I build a big community where we just, like, go do big raids on Final Fantasy 14 or, like, you know, whatever. Like, we all just go do shit together. Just saying if there's anything else. Okay, so this is my first rough draft of shading, and it doesn't look bad. Let me, like, zoom out and just, like, I think these are looking pretty okay. I don't think any of these are looking necessarily bad. And again, these are just for the sake of reference, so that when I start working on the ending title cards, which is what I'm about to start working on, because now we just go all the way back to ending number 1. Night Soldier. We've got Disciples Downfall. We've got... Did I immediately miss an ending? Why does it go 1, 2, 4, 5? Where's ending 3? Oh no, guys, we're missing an ending. That's okay. That means there's only 24 endings. I lied to my community. Trash. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna start. Okay, so first we'll go File, Save As. We'll go to the USB and we'll go to Chromatic Call. We'll go to Art Assets, and then we'll just be like, letter, dating, reference. Here we go. And we'll save that. Now that's usable. Now we can go File New. And then I think we'll just like go through and just for the time being, just like kind of practice these out. So we've got Fruit Apprentice. Grab this. We'll go. There we go. And then I'll just make sure to be careful, but like then we can just like kind of like reference this to make sure that everything looks correct. And I will probably do that off stream so that I don't bore people with me looking over at the shading chart like a million different times, because like I'm pretty sure I just messed up the D. No, I didn't. Actually, perfect score on the D. Nice. And this is a good ending. Oh, do I want to change the color scheme? I've got this. Right. Here we are. Yeah, so realistically, as far as the timeline goes, for anyone who is curious about when Call of the Chromatic is going to drop on Steam, I am realistically right now looking at 2 to 3 weeks from now, because it will probably only be a couple nights of me uploading all of the story onto like into the code, and then learning how to correctly license and implement a game from, you know, from Game Maker to Steam. But then I'm gonna want to like go through and like make sure that all the code is correct, and we're also gonna release it on a website called itch.io. Itch.io is like a free-to-play thing. That's what Empowered is on right now. That's what Jump Journey will also be on, because a lot of the games I make will most likely not go on Steam. And so there will be a lot of games for you guys to play on there for free, like in your browser with no download. So as far as that goes, did I fuck up the P? I did. That's okay. Did we just double dip our colors? We did it. Good job. But just like there's gonna be a lot of like alpha testing before I just like put it out there. So there's just a few things that I'm really gonna want from you guys to make sure that the game like does well. I love Itch. I have fallen in love with Itch. It is a very nice way to just like test getting your games out there to see what your community thinks. This is already looking super good. I love this. But yeah, there's just gonna be a couple more things that I've just gotta like test and like finesse around before I make any like solid judgment calls on anything.
You can watch ad-free, offline, and in the background, and listen ad-free on the YouTube Music app. That's right, one subscription, 2 apps. There's more to discover with Premium. Try 1 month free.
Hell yeah. Good. All right. Did I do this the same as the previous E? I did. Cool. Now the only thing that I need to do is grab this entire thing and swap over to my paint tool. It's still not continuous. So this is my normal color. That's my darker color, and that's my brighter color. Why does that not look right? Am I using the wrong combination of greens? Might be. Hold on. I didn't really like how that looked. So let's try that for the middle, and that for the darker, and that for the brighter. That doesn't look right either. What did I do wrong? Hold on, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit, because I'm trying to remember. I might have to pull open the... That doesn't look terrible. Got the correct USB on. Yeah, I do. So hold on, Prison Break. Or what? Player UI, skill icons, universal skill sheet. I have a section that has the green colors on it, so then I can figure out where my middle is supposed to be. Okay, so we did use that. Oh, okay. So it is the darker green. Okay, cool. And 100% is the darker green. Oop. And oop, oop. Yeah, I like that. It's alright. I mean, you can still very easily see what it's saying. It's got the shading correctly. Because all of the good endings, they have their text in green, and then all the bad endings have their text in red. For being like, oh no, you're dead. Or did I do... I don't know, maybe all the victories should be in white and all the losses should be in black, because like when you win, it's because you're succeeding for the king or for yourself. Saw a YouTube video where the guy talks about dynamic shading by shifting the highlights and shadows into a different color to enhance the contrast. I'm trying to be super careful about jumping into that for a couple reasons. Is one, I'm intentionally trying to make my games look like older Game Boy games with like the pixel coloring and shading. Like I've set myself with a limited color palette of 64 colors. I'm trying to learn how to use it more correctly right now. And when I say correctly, I mean just like learning how to use the color palette better, because a lot of my coworkers and a lot of my friends tell me that the art that I do looks really good. So hold on, I'm thinking real quick. Maybe the color that it turns is based on what type of victory it's seen as. Because, like, would this look good? Like, can I take this and be like, what if you get an indigo victory? And then we go like, yeah, okay, that's cool. So I think that that's what we'll do then. So Druid's Apprentice is a green victory. Because that's, well, I don't want to spoil it. But it is a very thematically green ending. So we can keep that. All right. Save as. And then go to USB, Chromatic Call, Art Assets, new folder, ending titles. And now we can be like Druid Apprentice. Oh, even better, we can be like sprite underscore Druid Apprentice. Did I spell apprentice right? I did. Okay, sick. There we go. Then save that as a PNG. 1 down, 23 to go, and we're very clearly not going to get through all those tonight. How much longer do we have pre-load for? Ooh, another 15 minutes. Okay, we can knock out a couple more of these. So which other ones do I want to do? Okay. Wait, does that tell what's going on out there here? Okay, yeah. Because again, I'm also trying not to spoil stuff for you guys, but I'm having fun like making all these little title cards. Okay, so D-handed. There we go. And this is another thing that, like, game development has taught me, is that even a turn-based, you know, choose-your-own-adventure game requires so much effort. If you, like, want to, like, you know, you can make any quality of game, and you can put in effort or not put in effort, and it's like, people can still tell, you know? It's, like, based on your music choices and your assets and, like, all that stuff. It's like, people will tell, like, if you did or did not put in effort. And so it's like, I don't mind doing all these little bits of effort right here, like putting in all the shading and everything. I think it's awesome. Because overall, it just makes the game look just a little bit cleaner. A little bit more like effort and thought were put into it. I don't think I like that. And again, I'll do like quality control on the shading off stream. Like I'll go through all of them and make sure I nitpick everything, make sure it looks all nice and clean for you guys. I also do plan on doing a small devlog series for this game between all the coding and stuff. It probably will be a very short devlog series, but I'm still very excited about the idea of doing that for everybody so that people can see the process of like, wow, look at this cool little game. So the next devlog episode that I do for this, if it involves any coding, I'll probably like backtrack a little bit to explain all of the previous amounts of coding to be like, hey, this is what we did to get here. Like, this is where we're at now. It's getting easier though. The more I do it, and then this one is a black ending. Hell yeah. Awesome. Fine. Save as sprite. Empty. I make sure to save them as sprites because I will basically end up using them as art assets that don't have any actual values or anything, but like obviously the player will look at them, so. Okay, so we got 2 down. What else we got? We got Night Soldier, which is another black ending. Hey, thank you for popping in, gamer. You've been an absolute hero for me these last couple weeks. You really helped the mental recover. I'll see you around soon. I'm so excited for you to be able to see the game and it's like full fleshed outness. It's gonna be a really good time. So I'm gonna be working really hard these next few days. Like Tuesday, I've got no plans. I'm sitting my ass down, gonna get a bunch of awesome junk food and healthy food and water, and I'm just gonna crash out on like working on the game. I'm gonna get a bunch of shit done. What color do we want? We want the middle color. Because then I can lock this in. Black. Let's grab our colors and just go to town. There we go. Oh, you guys all fucking rock. Thank you for tuning in. I won't lie though, there was a very small part of me that almost didn't stream tonight. It's not because of anxiety, but because so for Mrs. Prism, I have she's been having some really gnarly back pain, and so I found out that she's been like sleeping on her tummy and like totally screwing up her back. And for those of you who don't know, your health lesson for the day from when I used to like do like medical stuff is like sleeping on your tummy is not like an automatic no, but like it is generally not very healthy for you or your back. So it's like, as much as you can help it, do not sleep on your tummy. Like, you can sleep with a pillow to make it like okay, but in most cases, like when you're tossing and turning in your sleep at night, it's just like, it is very much a no-no. Like, it's just, it's not good for you, not healthy. So I gave her my pillow, which is like a nice special like Tempur-Pedic pillow that I paid like some good money for. That's like designed for sleeping on your back, because she has one that's designed for sleeping on your side, but you don't want to use that to try to like sleep, because then like, you know, you screw up your back. So she was worried about me. She was like, oh, like, oh, this doesn't hurt you. And I was like, no, honey, I'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? And I woke up with just a totally pinched neck, and I'm like, God damn it, this hurts. We got Night Soldier. Hell yeah. File. Save as. Right. Night. Famous last, literally, and it, dude, my neck hurts so bad. I'm glad, like, not to like shake off stream or anything. Like, I'm having a blast. We're working on the game right now. Like, I'm getting stuff done while I'm talking to you guys, and that feels great. I'm so glad stream's done in like 5 minutes so that I can just like run away and just like bitch about my neck and be like, dude, I hurt. I want to go lay down. I'm skipping some of the endings because I want to refine the names, and I also need to refine the, refine what the ending is. So the name might change, but the ones that I know I'm keeping, oh, here we go. Here's another really good one. I was actually using this one as a reference with my friends earlier today. Eternal Emissary. Is that the middle color? It's not. Awesome. Oh god, you know what we should play again soon? Angel, I keep thinking about this when I see your name in chat. We really should play that goofy supermarket together again really soon. Like, that stuff was cracking me up. It was so funny. You were such a good little cashier. I loved it. Thank you. You always showed up. You clocked in on time, and then you went home. And you didn't want to make the manager choke himself. Absolutely astounding little worker. Thank you. Turtle and Ethan did have me cracking up, though. There was a part of me that was, like, getting annoyed where I was like, okay, like, maybe we focus on the game. But, like, they were having fun, and they weren't hurting anyone. So I was like, nah, whatever. I think I just have to be more stern about, like, I think that's another thing, too, about, like, not just doing things to please other people. I just have to be more stern about being like, hey, like, we're here to play the game correctly, not, like, just spend time, like, climbing up the backside of a wall for, like, you know, 3 hours of stream and talking over, you know, because, like, that sucks for people who just want to watch and are, like, here for me, and then there's people just, like, hollering in the background, and it's like, oh. I can't wait to talk to Neo either. He said he's going to clean up, one of the songs for the game. He wanted to, like, take another crack at it, for the game that we're going to be releasing on Steam. And so I'm really excited to see what he does with it, because he's, like, super stoked to work on it. Oh, wrong color. Yeah, well, because, like, he already did a phenomenal job. Like, if he left it alone, I'm like, hey, this is fine. But he apparently, like, because you'll notice it, like, when we start playing the game more on stream, like, while we're testing stuff, the like, adventure song kind of loops aggressively, like, after, like, 5-10 minutes, you're like, wow, this really doesn't have a lot more sustenance to it. And apparently he wants to just expand that so it doesn't do that as much. Like, he wants to make sure that it's, like, going to have proper, like, proper rhythm. Eternal Emissary. Hell yeah. Alright, file, save as Eternal Emissary. Right, so that's 4 down. What else do we have? Ooh, yeah, okay, that's another good one. Oh, thank you, Kitty. I would love to hydrate. Thank you, thank you. I'm really happy about the turnout, too, with the community. And I know that... glug, 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 drinky, drinky. No, I am really excited to see that... water, yummy. That, I'm really excited to just continue to see the community grow, because it's like, again, we're getting awesome community members, like, through YouTube, and it's like, if I make a Reddit post about my game, and then I make links to our Discord on the Steam page and everything, it's like, it might not happen overnight, but it will start giving us the ability to grow the channel, and that's what I'm really excited about. And you know what, for this one, we'll do... Yeah, and I gotta figure out... It's gonna be fun, because there's a lot of stuff I gotta figure out for the game. Like, you guys crushed the goal for Steam achievements, so I gotta figure out how... Because when I keep thinking about it in my head, I feel like it's not gonna be hard. Like, once I figure it out, I feel like there's... Because, like, Steam achievements are effectively a numeric value that you assign an ID. So, literally, every time you get an ending, it should be easy to be like, give this ID to this thing. And then if you already have the ID, it won't do anything to the player's knowledge. And just on the... Because, like, that's how Steam achievements work, is, like, if you... Oops. I'm gonna snooze those ads, and we'll finish this one. We'll probably call it. But, yeah, it's like... Wait, what was I talking about? Dang it. Hold on. I'll remember. ADHD. Come back. Oh, Steam. Yes, let's go. Good job, ADHD. Steam achievements. That it's basically just like an ID. So technically, every time you do the achievement again, the game like checks for the ID. So it's like, even if there's an achievement that's like, killed someone while falling from, you know, like there's an example of this achievement in like Halo Reach. That's like, if they came to hear me beg, where you jump off of a cliff and you have to land on this elite, and you have to do an assassination on the elite without touching the ground. And if you do it correctly, it's super cool. Like, you jump and you dive him to the ground and stab him in the face. And there's an achievement tied to that. And so basically the game is, once you hit the certain condition, and there's a billion conditions sit behind that. And so for mine, hold on, we'll turn off the music. We got time to do this before I end stream. But like for me, because it's just this, so the ID for killing that character, you know, there's so many things where it's like, was this animation done? Did they go from this distance? We're checking for ground. Literally for mine, like there's no ID checks here, no ID checks here, no ID checks here, no ID checks here. And as soon as you hit one of these and you go to this screen, or not this screen, this one, it can do the ID check right there and go, did they get to this room? Give them this ID. And then if the player does not have that ID, they'll get the Steam achievement. Oh shit. Does it hurt performance? Wait, does what hurt performance? Am I being dumb? Halo Reach mentioned. Race? Peace Day. Sorry, I was being careful with your name because sometimes that, like, a lot of people do, like, the trolling thing with names where, like, if you say a name really quickly, it ends up being, like... Oh, I don't... So the thing is, I'm not actually sure about that, Race, because someone told me that there's like a app plugin. It's like a Steam UI thing that's designed for GameMaker, and GameMaker is the software that I use for my game. So I'm gonna look into that because with how simple my game is, like, not to sound selfish, but for my case, probably not. Because again, like, I'm having fun now that there's someone new in here. I'm like, oh look, let's show up the game again. But it's like, you know, this is literally just a choose your own adventure game where you're just like clicking stuff and going to different places. Like, this requires no information at all. There's no real chances for memory links. Completed don't need... Ooh, wait. You know, now that you say that, I'm not sure. Because, like, maybe checks could be added later and removed, too. Oh, yeah, like, that could be it, too, is, like... Because maybe when you load it up... I don't know, because I'm still learning coding. I just learned text lines and stuff, so I'm very baby at coding, and I'm not acting like I know more than I do, hopefully. But, like, what you're saying makes sense, where it's, like, it could be that it's, like, Steam goes in, and it uploads, you know, behind the scenes, all of the things that you do and don't have completed. And then if you go somewhere and do a thing for a thing that's like a flag or a check, then it checks and clears it. And if all of the prerequisites are cleared, then it gives it to you, and then it's completed, and then it doesn't check for it anymore. That makes sense in my head, because my brain at my superficial level was thinking it could probably, because like once Steam gives you an achievement, right? Like once you have the achievement on Steam, you never needed to get it again. And since my game doesn't have a save file system, because it's literally just a choose your own adventure game that you can beat in like 5 minutes, my head is like, when you get to a room, I can just add a line of code that's like, give this ID, and then that ID is assigned to a Steam achievement. So it's like, if you want to get if you get to the uncertain hero ending, and so it takes you to a room, because like how my code is set up is like rooms. So like I have all the rooms here. So it's like, and then I have do I have the ending? Yeah, I've got the endings right here. So it's like, in my head, it's like, once you go to this room, I can have an object that exists in the room that just as soon as you enter the room, the create event goes, all right, here you go, and just spits in your face, and you just get the achievement whether or not you want it. So I'm not sure if that's like a clear, healthy, effective way to use that system, because as my code gets more complicated, I will probably have to go back and like fix that. So I like the conversation that you invoked, though, Race. That's awesome. Also, welcome to my channel! Woo! It's good to have you. We were just talking about building our community with new people. We love that. I hope you're having a good day. I got off work and I gave my girlfriend my pillow, and now my neck is fucked up. It hurts real bad. That's okay. I'm gonna sleep really well tonight. Actually, after stream, I'm doing some PT. I'm taking a shower. I'm gonna eat some more food. It's gonna be a good time. Bye. Save as sprite underscore on certain underscore. I'm gonna save that as a PNG. There we go. Do we have time for one more? I think we got time for one more. So I can do ungrateful. Ungrateful. Wait, what color was Uncertain Hero? That's fine. Or actually, no, it's not. Let's change the color of that real quick. Oh god. Okay, there we go. We're better. There we are. Bye. Save. There we go. There we are. And then we will come back to this, and we will outline. Okay. Give black outline. Yeah. And then we'll knock this one out, and then we'll call the night.
Can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can
Could
shop
we stop with these
independently
goofy
while
commercials?
you...
Get out. There we go. Ah, a lovely evening. You know, I'm glad. This might sound like a crazy thing to say. I'm really glad I don't do this full time because I think it would be actually really scary to have to do this full time. Like, if a game of mine went viral, I think it'd be more terrifying than exciting. Like, I think I'd like to be an undiscovered, like kick-ass indie game that gets like a small cult following, but like is easy to like manage and not feel stressed out by. Cause like, I'll stream it one of these days. There's a really cool game I'm in love with called Atlas, and it's kind of like furry coded, but like it is really, really, really well designed as like a little like. It's got like 16-player lobbies, being only going to dungeons in like groups of 4, so it's like cozy MMO vibes, and it's really good. And the guy's game was an overnight success. Like he like literally just started making like millions, but now he's just stressed out all the time. And I kind of like that I can just like tune in and out when I want to. Like I like building the community and I like hearing people's feedback on my game and stuff. But like it's nice that I don't have like the weight of the world on my shoulders. I can just be a kid fucking around and being like, I want to make a game. And like that feels really good. All right. I think that is a good spot to stop because we've got 2 minutes until ads start. So save as sprite underscore ungrateful and there we go. All right, guys. It's going to be back into streaming. Next week, we'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday, so I hope you guys look forward to that. Going to pop a link to our Discord real quick, so if you are not part of our Discord and you enjoyed the content, please consider joining the Discord and being part of the community, because growing the community, biggest thing for me is it means that I have more people to give me feedback if they are engaged or passionate with the product that I'm making. That shit helps me out a ton because I can make a game for myself, but I want to make a multiplayer game, so I need other people to be involved in that process. So, thank you for everyone who tuned in. Thank you for all the support as always. I will see you guys later in the week. I will be posting some updates before next stream, just so you guys have a lot of stuff to look forward to for Saturday's stream. So, thanks guys. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.